from the 58th Annual CMA Awards in Nashville. Froggy and Forever Media live from the 58th Annual CMA Awards. I'm Danger, sitting next to Cody Johnson.
What's up, man?
4 nominations? 4.
5.
I had to write them down here. Yeah, there's too many. When you get this high, it's hard to count all of them.
Yeah, 5.
I got you. Let me do some math here. Male vocalist, single of the year, and video of the year for Dirt Cheap and The Painter. Oh, and album of the year.
Yeah.
There's 5. That's pretty good.
Pretty nice. And if you count Song of the Year twice, I mean, that goes to the songwriters, which, I mean, work the hardest, in my opinion, to create a piece of art that I can turn into something that's my own. So the Dirt Cheap and The Painter are nominated for those as well. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. And
I think you're about the music, right? I mean,
yeah,
seeing your songs up for video and song and the album, that's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that Chris Stapleton's going to win Male Vocalist of the Year anyway. Like, it's just the way it is. Like, if you're going to lose to somebody in Male Vocalist, you're like, it's Chris Stapleton.
I mean,
the guy's a badass. I don't know how else to say it.
But you and Chris Stapleton are 2 artists that I think that if you could go to any era of country music, you would be.
Well, thank you for that. That's a high compliment.
You'd be stars there.
Yeah, take that, Chris.
Elite. So, obviously, 5 nominations, and you're performing, correct?
Yes.
What are you going to perform?
I can't tell you. I have been sworn to secrecy.
Now, I'm going to guess that you might be involved in the George Strait tribute.
I don't know.
Okay.
I really can't. I'm telling you, Robert Deaton producing this thing is like, do not tell anybody what you're doing. I'm like, okay, fine. Although I really want to.
Okay.
But I can't.
But it is pretty cool to see George Strait tribute at the show.
I think that it's long overdue.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So your new album, well, you did the Leather Deluxe Edition, so you added songs to your album Leather. Now I've got 25 songs and a new song that we're playing called I'm Gonna Love You with Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. That's our brand new single out. And it's crazy because that song's been kind of in my life for a while. Travis Denning showed me the song. I wanted it so bad. He had it on hold for himself to cut. Didn't get cut. I didn't know this, but it went into Carrie's pile. Didn't match what she was doing, so she tosses it out. Comes back to me, and I said, I think I hear Carrie Underwood on this. And so that's why she was like, man, this is the second time this song's been tossed my way, so let's do it. And I think it was one of those things that everything happens for a reason kind of situation, and what a great song. She did such an incredible job on it.
What's your favorite song on this Leather Deluxe Edition?
Probably Come On Cowgirl. Whenever I heard the demo of the song, I almost turned it off because the first words were, come on, cowgirl, climb up in my truck. And I was like, oh, God, here we go again. And I was on my way to pushing the stop button, and it said, yeah, I know you don't want to go, but first grade ain't that tough. And I stopped, and I kind of teared up a little bit, and then I listened to the rest of the song. As a girl dad of 2 beautiful little girls that are my entire world, it took me a while to get through the song playing it, but it's such a special song to me because it's for Clara May and Corey.
The years are getting there so long. I feel like you came through Pittsburgh back in the winter.
Yeah.
And you brought your daughters, and you told a story backstage about how, you take them on daddy trips, and they really love it.
Yeah, like this year we went to Mount Rushmore. We went to the zoo in Montana. Just getting out and doing stuff and letting them see. Also, not just even going out and doing fun stuff, but on certain trips, letting them see Dad work. We got to go do the interviews. We got to go to sound check. We got to have the business meetings. We got to go play the show. Now we got to get on the bus and we got to go do it all over again. That way they're not just seeing Dad on TV and thinking, Dad just does this rock star stuff where he shows up and plays. It's like, no, baby, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
So CMA Awards, your 5 nominations, but then you, like you just said, you have the holidays, and then you go back to work. You're starting touring in January.
Yep. Not a lot of rest time going on, but I'm actually going to go back in the studio in the spring and start working on another record. Just because I think this time around, instead of just going in on a whim and doing it, and not really having a comprehensive plan of how we're going to promote, when we're going to do these things, I really want to get ahead of the game this time and have an album done in the bag. Allow me to sit back and relax and go, now when are we going to release it?
This is the latest we've ever had the CMA Awards.
I know, it feels weird.
Next week. Yeah, it does.
It feels really weird. I was like, shouldn't we have already done this?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess was it 2 or 3 weeks it's been pushed back?
They pushed it back. They didn't want to be anywhere near the election. And I think that was a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing was competing with that.
No. All eyes were on the election.
Right. So Thanksgiving's next week. We've been asking everybody, does Cody Johnson have a favorite Thanksgiving meal?
Man, we're actually going to our neighbor's house at the ranch, and old Mr. DeBose, he's going to smoke a brisket. And, tradition is ham and turkey, but I'm looking forward to that brisket because that man can cook, son.
There you go. Well, happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
Hope to see you in Pittsburgh soon.
Yes, sir.
We're live in Nashville. CMA Awards coverage brought to you by Murphy Family Inc., Mata Heating and Air, and Wayne Lumber Supply.